Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to part 2 of this Goku illustration. In this video I'm going to be doing the line work and I'm going to be coloring it with some watercolors, I have decided. I don't have any microns. All my microns are actually like dried out because I've used them all. So I'm kind of like going to use a Sharpie pen that's kind of it's waterproof enough if you let it dry. It's going to be what I'm going to use to line the drawing. I wouldn't recommend using this because it's not a proper pen, but it'll work for now. I'm probably going to speed up the line work just because I feel like it'd be really boring just sitting here watching me do every single little line. And plus I'm trying to save time. The first video I feel like is incredibly long, so I don't want to make an hour-long video for the illustrating part. So let's get started. Okay, so I just inked in the whole drawing. I think it's dry. I am going to go add some watercolors and possibly gouache. I don't know. Alright. I already got a nice little gray color. I'm gonna go over the little highlights in the hair because I don't want these to be white. I'm actually using like some really cheap watercolors. I'm not really big on expensive fancy art supplies yet. When I was filling in the hair, I actually did remember I had a giant thick Faber-Castell marker thing that had some India ink, and that's what I used to fill in the hair really fast. Yeah, this little like, what is it? Sharpie pen thing, I got it at Walmart and I was just experimenting one day, and it is waterproof once it dries. But it has to be dry. If it's not dry, it's gonna bleed through. I'm probably gonna go over this. I'm not really that great with watercolors. I've kind of realized you want to go from light to dark. I think I'm gonna mix up some flesh color. So for the flesh color, I'm just mixing brown, white, and I think I might mix a little bit of yellow in there too. Alright, I'm going to just do a light little wash over everything. It's a little bit too yellow for my liking. Mix a little bit of red in there. Oh, might have gone too red. I don't know. I think it's okay. And I'm just gonna kind of go like a little even wash all over the skin. I don't think I'm gonna go too crazy. I was gonna do, see, it's wanting to bleed a little bit. So I gotta be careful. I had some Copics that was like a flush color, but I really didn't want to mix watercolor. Like I knew I didn't have any orange Copics so for like the jumpsuit thingy, so I didn't want to mix Copics and watercolor. I'm sure it'd work out okay, but I'm not the biggest fan. I'm sure there is ways of mixing it up together or using them together, but I just haven't figured it out yet. And I'm just kind of doing like a light wash. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. Good thing is I don't think this is going to be that difficult to color in with watercolors. I think drawing the actual picture was probably the hardest part. So. Alright, cute. Now I'm gonna mix up some orange. While I'm letting that dry, I'm gonna mix up some orange and color in the jumpsuit. Actually, I don't even know what it is. It could be like, I know it's not a kimono. I don't know what you call that. Fancy little getup. Goodness, I literally have cat hair in all of my art supplies. I don't understand. Like you're gonna probably see little bits of fuzzies and like little hairs in my watercolors. I don't know what these cats do. Okay. And I've kind of noticed this with this pen. When you go over it with the watercolors, the watercolor fades out the darkness of the pen. It's not like it's washing it away, it's just like the pigment dries on top of the pen and kind of covers it up. I don't really know much about watercolors, but what I do know is it's good to work from lights to darks. I'm not 100% sure why, that's just what I've been told. It kind of makes sense though. You really can't, it's sort of hard to lighten it up once you've already gone dark. It's a lot easier to add the darks on top first. Or add the lights first and then get darker. It's weird because it's kind of the opposite with acrylics. Acrylics should want to go darker and like slowly get, gradually get lighter. Watercolors is kind of the opposite. Oh my god, my cell phone. One sec. Okay, I am back for the time being. My cell phone will probably go off again. It was my husband. I'm currently not in my camper, if anybody has noticed. I live in a camper, but I have a room in another building that I use as a little art studio. So my husband is currently in the camper right now, and I'm out here making this video. And he either talks to me like on the computer or cell phones. And he texted me because he wants to play Age of Empires. And I told him to wait. Because I want to work on this for a bit. I think my husband's kind of happy that I'm sort of a nerd because we can play video games together. Oh, he might be coming over here. I hear him walking out of the camper. Yep. Yep. There goes the dogs. I'm probably gonna have to pause this video. My husband wants to play AoE. Hey babe. Hey guys, so my husband came in and I think I lost some footage. I don't really know what happened. So basically all I did was I mixed up some darker, for the skin tone, I mixed up some darker watercolors. I just put more red and a little bit more brown in it. And I went over the shadowy parts. It looks like I filled in the undershirt blue, and right now I'm just taking a darker blue and kind of going over it and adding some shadows. So yeah, that's what I did. So for the shadowy part, I pretty much just kind of went with what the picture looked like. Like the basic places you want to put your shadows is like under the hair, this darker side of the face, and like if you look at the face, I left a little like highlight kind of toward the center. So I mean you'll see it later on, but I'm actually gonna kind of go in and put some white gouache and like touch up the highlights. But yeah, that's what you want to do. You want to keep in mind like underneath the neck is the darkest places, and for the arms you want to go kind of not really outline the muscle, but kind of emphasize the muscle with the shadows. If you have a picture or reference, you can kind of, you could see where they place the shadows. It's a lot easier for cartoons, so okay, so right now, sorry guys, I had to like do a voiceover with this part because my husband came in and like I can't talk when he's in the room because he's really distracted and he was playing some game that was really loud, so I decided to just try to voice over this. It's kind of going to be everywhere. I feel like this video is like flip-flops, but yeah, pretty much all I'm doing at this point. Yeah, so all I'm doing at this point is I'm just like I'm using less water in my watercolor paints, and I'm getting that like darker, like thicker pigment, and I'm just kind of going over like the wrinkles in the clothes, and where I'd see shadows in like the fabrics. Yeah, so like anywhere I see a wrinkle or anything that I think needs to be like darker, I mean it just kind of, I don't know, it's not too hard to do. It's pretty like repetitive, like just anywhere you see like little lines that you drew for like wrinkles, just fill it in. Okay, so right here I'm just taking a little bit of that gray color that I used in the hair and going in like the upper part of the eyeball because I kind of wanted to put some shadows in there. I don't really remember on my reference if there was shadows in the eye, but most of the time there is. You can definitely tell. Okay, so this is the part when I said I was going to use gouache to add the highlights in. I didn't have any gouache. I have like an issue with having decent art supplies, I swear. Anyway, so I'm just taking a little bit of white acrylic paint, and I'm just, highlighting the eyes. I'm going to highlight the face, if I remember right. You could just also use like a white gel pen. All my white gel pens suck. Like, it's bad, you guys. I really need to go to Michael's and like purchase some decent art supplies so I don't have to like hack everything. So I'm kind of just like highlighting places, you know, in the face that like I think would catch the light. So like the top of the nose, on top of the eyes, upper lip, chin. Yeah, and I'm also taking it and putting it on his like muscles, you know, to kind of like emphasize his big muscles. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here, like his arms. And I thought I'd be fancy and write, you know, DBZ, make it look a little nicer. Yep, there you go, nice and fancy. Okay, so then I just mixed up like a lime green color. I thought it looked kind of good contrasting with the blue and the orange. So yeah, I just mixed it up. Right now I'm actually just putting some water on the paper, just so like when I do put the bright like green paint on the paper, it just kind of spreads easier. See, like it just kind of looks a little better. If you just put it on dry paper, I don't know, it just doesn't have that like watercolory like abstract effect that I was kind of going for. So yeah. So here you can see I'm just kind of, you know, dabbing it around, having fun, just trying to make it sort of, I don't know, interesting looking, a little more decorative. I don't really like to leave a white background, so I typically do this when I do like just illustrations. I like to add some kind of like nice background. Okay, so here's the finished piece. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys have any questions, just like leave it in a comment down below or send me a message. I tried to make this video like a lot less boring because I feel like part 1 is very long, kind of dry. Like, I didn't want to make this so painful to watch, so I tried to speed some things up. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and leave me a comment down below on anything you'd like for me to do next. I need some advice, guys. What do you guys want me to do? Alright, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!